Hiya, lovely human. My husband and I recently went to the beautifully peaceful paradise which is Alikes in Zakynthos. As we opened the door to our apartment and I saw the glimmer of the blue beyond our balcony, I felt the uncomfortable paranoia of having forgotten something. I checked in my suitcase, but everything was there. As I took what felt like the deepest breath I've taken in months, possibly years, I realised what was missing. Somewhere between the aeroplane, the coach ride, and walk into our room, my anxiety had lifted. It had left me and I felt an unfamiliar lightness I had not felt in a long time. Two weeks, a whole 14 nights. Can't believe we get to be here for so long. In many ways, Alikes is the one place that I am free of the weight of time. As an autistic ADHDer, there are a lot of things I struggle with day to day, but there is one I'm becoming more and more aware seems to be the biggest challenge, and that is time. It's the thing that keeps me awake at night, staring up at the ceiling, paralysed by the crushing awareness that my time is running out. I don't know how long I have left, and I am completely and utterly powerless to its passing. The first time I went to Alikes, I was 3 years old. A trip where my parents would realise their deep regret in believing me responsible enough for my first disposable camera. I had recently perfected the skill of crossing my eyes, a talent which would go on to inspire my entire holiday album. Something my parents would only discover after having already paid a hefty bill and being handed a big wad of photographs in return, with me cross-eyed in every single one. This trip was my 7th time visiting the island and my 5th with my husband. In many ways, I see Alikes as the town where time stands still. It has been 24 years since my first visit, and although some things have changed, so much of it has stayed the same. The play park we pass on our way into town, the salt flats, the mural inside the bar where we now drink cocktails and play pool, but I once danced in front of with my sister at age 3 as if no one was watching. And the sea, her shimmering blue body, unchanging in its beauty, and safe in the knowledge that she will outlast us all. But I realise that's why I feel so free here. Time slows down to the point where I can't even feel it passing, and I'm finally free of its weight. Without the constant anxiety gnawing away at me with every second that passes, I'm able to finally step outside of myself and get the perspective I needed all along. My mind is finally clear, except for one question which plagues me like an itch I can't quite scratch. And I realise it's the only question I really needed to ask myself. How do I do it? It's probably best I start with the top 3 things I know about myself as of right at this exact moment. I say exactly right at this moment because who knows what else my 20s are going to throw at me before this decade's up. 1. I'm a queer autistic ADHDer, late diagnosed, and a messy journey we won't go into quite yet. 2. I love creating art, especially ceramic art. 3. I want to be a full-time ceramic artist. I know myself the best I ever have, and I know what I love to do. I know what I want to do, but I just seem to keep getting stuck on discovering my how. So what have I done so far? Well, I finally set my own little studio up in my garden, complete with a beautiful new pottery wheel. She's called Ponyo, and I still can't believe I actually have her. I got her after a very sad farewell to my first and only other wheel I've owned. It was second-hand and long overdue its retirement when I got it. I've set up my own website, maznash.com, and sold my first collection on my online shop at the end of last year. I've also, after a very tumultuous relationship with social media, finally decided to quit Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and just put all of my virtual eggs in the YouTube basket. So now I have my own YouTube channel. I'm still trying to work out my style and how I want to use this little corner of the internet. Regards equipment, I have an incredibly basic setup and I'm using my iPhone to currently film and my iPad to edit. All I know for sure is that I want to document my journey as I hopefully and finally discover my how.